Okay, back to our panel now. It's been a huge week in politics, boys, but Dion, has John Key been caught lying?
He's been caught in a compromising situation. I mean, you know, the issue about the OIA release regarding the SIS material, you know, it's the SIS, and then for the Prime Minister to say, well, I don't, you know, I wasn't personally aware of it, went to my office. I find that quite an extraordinary sort of position, given the sort of the seriousness of the issue, the political nature of that attachment. So he's certainly been. That's a difficult one to explain away. I'm not going to say whether he's a liar or not, but he's. It's certainly compromising or difficult to explain. Yeah.
A lot of this has come out because of, you know, social media and things like that. You know, emails being hacked, Twitter accounts, etc., etc. Cameron Slater's criticised you in the past on his political blog there, Tau Henare. You're active on Facebook and Twitter. Is social media going to have a big influence and impact on this election?
On the election, I think it will. I think it's wonderful. I think it's an opportunity to put yourself out there. I think it's an opportunity to engage with those people who are running. You get different sorts of postings from people who want to be MPs. So, you know, you'll get the Prime Minister. A lot of it is done by his office. You get fellows like me who do their own. You know, but that's a good engagement tool. So I've always referred to social media, Twitter in particular, as democracy in a pocket.
What do you think of Cameron Slater?
I don't think of Cameron Slater. I mean, you know...
You must think something of him.
I don't.
He's having a huge impact on the whole thing, the whole landscape, especially the Nationals landscape.
Well, have a look at this. It's interesting that a lot of people say that. The digipoll a couple of days ago, who lost? OK, National came down to 50%.
Key went down 8.5?
Yeah, but hang on, Labour, who want to be government, actually dropped a couple of points too, and they're down in the doldrums in the mid-20s. I mean, this has got to be a huge worry for Labour, more than it is for National.
Do you agree with that, Willie?
Well, it's probably been the worst 7 days of John Key's political life. Probably Tau's worst 7 days too, after his prediction last week that we wouldn't be talking about it this week. It's just getting worse and worse for the right.
A big wet dream of Willie.
And for the National Party. If you watch the polls, see, Tau puts a spin on it, but they're trending downwards, and the Nats are very, very worried because it gets worse by the day. And you heard all the PR people like Tau, oh, it'll be gone, you know, it's no big deal, Haig is a conspiracy theorist, all this sort of stuff. But things are starting to stack up. Key, for the first time, because he's a master controller, has lost control. And so this week, today, they've got their launch out in South Auckland.
And Manukau, why in South Auckland? That's your turf, South Auckland. Why is National
Willie doesn't live in South Auckland?
Good on them. Good on them for going there. I mean, it's Labour territory, actually. That's the reality. But look, this is about trying to regain control, get back to policy. Let's get off Cameron Slater. You know, is a hacker going to win this election? That's what Key's saying now. Very clever stuff. I mean, he's in desperate territory. Nearly caught out by Goff, not quite. I wouldn't call him a liar, but geez, it doesn't look good, does it? It doesn't look good in terms of what happened with the SIS stuff. And as Tau knows, in Parliament, you know, there's a protocol, there's an etiquette that you take a man by his word. And maybe that's where we're going.
And exactly what Tau just said a little while back, just a short moment ago, he said the Greens have climbed, the popularity of the Greens have climbed because of all this.
Yeah.
Dion, is that significant, the Greens climbing?
Yes, it is. I think it is significant. And
well, they're taking Labour's vote, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. They're taking Labour's vote. So, I mean, as a proportion, yeah, I mean, not much is changing on the left and the right and all that sort of nonsense. But it's sort of, hopefully, so you're getting a changing within the left. But, I mean, so, yeah, the Greens' advantage is Labour. So, like, Tau is right. I mean, they will be, Labour itself will be worried as well.
but only here's the thing.
It's the small parties.
Here's the thing,
hopefully, yeah, it's the small parties that will benefit from this
here's the thing,
current distraction.
If you're a left-wing voter, and you know, who cares? But if you're a left-wing voter and you wanted a progressive team to vote for, boy, I'd be voting Greens straight away because of the turmoil, not only in politics, but also in the Labour camp as well.
I'd be voting Māori Party.
Well, can I just say their vote's going to go somewhere, right? Labour, Toe is right. Labour will be tremendously disappointed they're not picking up on it. But there's still 4 weeks to go. I think they will pick up on it, and I think Internet Mana will pick up on it, and I think the Greens will come back.
So this book is all about dirty politics, and a book that's written about clean politics is not going to be a bestseller at all. But on a rating scale,
why would you buy it?
Exactly. Why would you buy it? But on a rating between 1 and 10, say 1 is Parues and 10 is sparkling clean.
Yeah.
Willie, Māori politics and Māori political figures, how would you gauge them?
Sorry,
If 1 and 10 in terms of, you know, how would you gauge the Māori political scene?
Well,
1 and 10. Are we clean, squeaky clean, or are we not?
No, I think we are. And Tony knows this as well as anyone too. I think
Bring me into it.
I mean, are we going to get...
Well, no, I won't, because actually you've been rejected by Māoridom, so we'll
If
take
someone
that.
started digging
If
someone started digging around on all the Māori politicians' emails, etc., what would they find? Anything?
I don't think you'll find it too much like what you're seeing there. One thing you must agree with this, the Māori Party and Mana, they do try and play it straight. You know, even though they go at each other. But what you see from the Tiruros, Tarianas and Hones, you see them front on, you see the scraps, you see them on Te Karere with you. You know, you see the kānohi ki te kānohi. I think there is a bit of a different protocol. Tikanga. Toe's been down that line too with Dover.
I'd agree with that. I think they certainly, I mean, they're not friends, obviously, in terms of like they attack one another's positions about who they align with and things like that. But it hasn't seemed to have got
the Māori Party, Party's
Right, very good, gentlemen. We shall continue this
conversation
next week.
Well,
what's the last word?
At least I won a seat. I was in there for 15 years. Not like one-term wonder.
Yeah, but you were rejected. You know